I knock people out, they don't fucking move. Who the fuck is that guy? Oh, don't be scared, homie.
Welcome to Throwing Hands.
You're playing touch butt with that dork in the park, the ponytail.
My balls are hot.
Welcome, everybody, to Throwing Hands Podcast. Welcome back. We're here again. Are we here because a UFC fight just happened and there's not going to be another one for a couple of weeks? Seems to be our deal, and that may or may not be why we're back. So let's get into it, everybody. First of all, thank you for clicking on this episode and watching. I am your host, Joe. My co-hosts that are with me for all these episodes, Ian and Darnell.
Sure.
Hello.
And hello, I'm eating. I'm over here. If you don't know, you can know now that we are the judges of the craziness, the bullshit, and the Octagon control. And before you start watching the rest of this video, you want to skip ahead to something you want to see, whether it be TikTok talk or something that we're talking about in gaming, or get right to the UFC 311 talk. You can skip all through there with the show notes down below, and you can see the timestamps. Click on them, skip right to where you want to go to. While you're doing it, hit the like button because, wow, look at all what we just did for you. Might as well just hit the like button while you're at it. Comment down below what you think about what we're talking about. Let us know your opinion. Who gives a fuck about our opinion? Who gives a fuck about your opinion? But let's all throw them out there anyway, right? That's why we're here on the internet. So let's do it. And share it out to a fight fan or friend in your life. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's get started with the show. As you guys all know around here, we don't just talk fights anymore. We talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about. It's just the boys hanging out. Kick your girlfriend out the room. If she's got a dick, she can stay. Let's talk. I see you boys survived the 12-hour TikTok ban. I see that. See, you guys didn't read the fine print when it was all going on. It just said 12 hours in really tiny print.
Well, it's just the fact that nobody knew that it was being bought by Meta.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah. Meta or the United States owns 50% of it now. So,
well, I'll tell you
right now it's all going through the Meta servers, and Facebook has a TikTok now that was instantly certified.
Nice. Well, I'll tell you who is everybody thanking, because I mean it's who they tell us to thank when you open up the app, which is Donald Trump. You best thank Donald Trump. If you hate Donald Trump and you're on the TikTok app, then you shouldn't be on it.
Had little to nothing to do with any of it.
That's so funny. What was I gonna say about? Fuck. Did you do you know that if you deleted it, you can't get it back? Did you know that, Ian?
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's not in the app stores or anything anymore.
Yeah.
For right now.
I was gonna say it should be back like in a second.
It's the app usage is back, but if you look it up in the Play Store, I also did too. It shows that it is not available for download in the US.
We're grandfathered in.
Yeah, basically.
That's wild.
Right? Isn't that crazy?
I guess we'll just download Kawaii or video community.
Well, you know, me and Darnell were talking about that earlier because he knows somebody who did delete the app when it got banned. And I'm like, well, you know, I thought we were all under the same assumption that it was going to get fixed eventually. So I don't know why you just delete it.
I don't know. Some people were definitely like, it's gone forever. We're doomed.
I hope there's one person I'm hoping didn't do that, and that's Tony Statovici, because he was doing the whole like, yo, I'm gone, like check me out on the other apps, and he has not posted anything back since TikTok's been back up. And I'm like, I swear to God, if that man deleted his TikTok,
he deleted the app. He's like, I will buy your phone if it has TikTok installed on it.
For real? I bet people are gonna start doing that too. I bet. Reese was talking about she knew a couple people that bought VPNs.
I just got the welcome back thing.
Hey, you better thank Donald Trump, sir. You better.
It had nothing to do with it.
Excuse me? I think my favorite thing is that a lot more people were pissed off that CapCut got banned too, because they use that for all of their shit that they edit.
Yeah. It is really good
It's
for
like,
editing
yeah.
on there. Yeah. Is CapCut still banned then?
From what I was seeing, yeah, like it's still not
Damn.
up, but that could have changed by now.
Oh shit! Did I delete CapCut? I hope it's not that same situation where if it changed, because I am not subscribed to CapCut anymore, but I think I still have it.
No, Tony's on there. He
I like.
uploaded. He like, why did I upload this for no reason? My
Oh,
final
okay.
video.
Thank God. Okay. Oh fuck! I think I deleted CapCut.
Oh no! Now you can't get that.
I got it still. We're good. We're still good. Let's see if it opens up. We're still good. Oh, it's just a white screen for you guys, but
Yep.
we're still good. You got an angle.
I instantly went back to Instagram when that happened. I was
There
like,
it
well,
is. I just started using Facebook when that happened. I was like, cool. Just go back to Facebook, no big deal. And then there you go. Next morning, all good, all better now, all better. Now you can doom scroll the right way.
the right way. You know, it's funny, like how everybody's like deleting like the Facebook app and all that stuff to like try and tank the stock of Meta.
Really?
I'm like, yeah, I'm like, you do realize you just made a whole bunch of people really fucking rich because they all bought now that it's sinking down and it's gonna shoot right back up.
So was Meta like the buyer that everybody assumed was gonna buy it for like a while now or something? Is that why everybody was doing the memes with the fucking Mark?
Well, no, everybody thought that Meta was funding the campaign to get rid of TikTok to get rid of it in the United States, but apparently he was trying to buy it.
Oh, okay. So both. Okay, so both.
Apparently.
Makes sense. Gotcha. That's funny. Now I've seen all the reactions of it. You know, obviously the majority of it is people happy that the app is back. There's a couple people who are like, "Who gives a shit?" And I'm like, "Right." I mean, that's also fair to think. And then there's some who are angry that the app is back. And they're like, you know, all these people, you just distracted them again. You just fucking fucked people's brains up all over again. And, you know, like, go touch
Embrace
grass.
the rot.
And it's like, dude, it's an app. It's an app, dude.
It's just like Facebook. And like all of these people bitching and moaning on Facebook about TikTok not being there. I'm like, you just switched from one thing to the other.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
Right? Would it have been a bummer if we couldn't use TikTok anymore? For sure. Just like it was a bummer when we couldn't use Vine anymore. Like you would have moved on in life.
Vine was worse.
That one hurt
That
the most.
hit hard.
That one really hit hard, huh?
Yeah.
And what's worse about Vine is that it wasn't even the company saying like, "Oh, we can't run this anymore."
They just
It
didn't
was
want to
the
pay the
top-
creators.
Yeah, and they were like, "Yo, give us this amount of money, we'll keep making shit." And they were like, "Nah." So then they left, and they just shut down a whole fucking site because they weren't getting paid, even though they were getting plenty of money
Yeah, through ad
doing
revenue.
ads and shit. Yeah, they're getting plenty of money through ad revenue, and these niggas still wanted more. And it was like, wow,
Crazy.
good job, guys.
You know, one of the bigger differences between Vine and TikTok is that it, you know, maybe I'm just saying this from a very creative mindset, but it was so much harder to make content for Vine than it was TikTok, obviously because of the simple
6-second video.
So, yeah, but people made bangers on that, and you'd be like, "How? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. It's 6 seconds."
Watermelon.
There's that guy who made the gummy worm song, whatever. Fucking, you know, my name is Anthony. Something gummy worms in his hand.
Fucking speaking of Bonics. Fuck that, I go 50 though. That guy. I fucking loved his videos.
There you go. And like TikTok got popular for that reason, that it was like, wow, this reminds me of so much of Vine. It's just so much easier to make content on there. And, you know, it's true what they say. Like, you're not just taking away people who are like watching dancers or whatever. Like, I love to get on first of all, it is I don't care what anybody says. It's a bonding time. Like, me and Reese bond and have fun at night. Before we go to bed, we watch the TikToks that I send her and all that shit. And we have a great time with doing it. And
we review the TikToks that we send each other.
Right. And I am a big fan of like long form content on there. I think it's fucking great. I think it's a very accessible, fun, easy way to slide through and find long form content than having to peruse YouTubes who YouTube's algorithm is fucking dog shit now. Like, I'm just gonna say it. Like, their shit sucks. You watch one video and they're like, man, this must be all you want to watch anymore. There goes all your other shit you used to like watching. Throw that out the window. We're not gonna recommend that shit anymore. It's fucking, it's dumb. If I watch a lot of Turkey Tom now, and it's all it recommends to me is a bunch of commentary stuff, and I'm like, I used to watch.
It's not what I want.
Yeah, like I subscribe to and that's the thing. Like, it doesn't matter who you subscribe to. The more you subscribe to on there on YouTube, you don't get you don't get every single notification. You don't get like all the alerts, and they don't show you every video that got uploaded from the people you have to go to the subscriptions tab and go down there. And I'm like, okay, well, you're not really recommending me any content that I normally watch. But TikTok's a little different. And you can go through a variety of content that you can kind of choose from. And I very much enjoy like all the crime stuff on there. I don't like going to YouTube to try to find which one I'm going to find that's going to be fun. I scroll past the video, immediately it says, this woman thinks she can fight police. And I'm like, yep, about to watch all 5 parts of this. And Reese will be like, Reese will be like, you can just find that on YouTube. I'm like, why? Why would I do that? It's right here. It's right here on TikTok. I'm good.
Let's see here. Gun violence. Karens getting beat up.
Oh, yeah.
Mine's pretty good.
Is that your YouTube algorithm?
Basically. And podcasts and shit, but
there you go. That's funny.
It's to be expected.
Let's see. I'm gonna pull up YouTube right now. I'm just gonna click YouTube and see what it recommends to me on the homepage. So it's got me pretty down pat for a lot of this here. So if I'm looking like at the top 8 videos that they've recommended to me, the first one's 30 WWE Royal Rumble facts that sound fake but are 100% true. I mean, they got me. I'm gonna watch that. That's a WrestleMania video. Then they got Are You Garbage here? They're recommending me to watch Are You Garbage because they just put out a new episode. A Nick Nemeth looks like interview, some WWE behind the scenes. So they got me. They're like, this is clearly what you want to watch. But then the rest of it is all like chill synth wave shit, and I'm like,
from
why?
That lo-fi phase.
It is from that lo-fi phase. Ian remembers when that's all I did was listen to lo-fi for like 22 hours a day.
It's crazy.
It's so
I will say, I'm getting a whole lot of fucking like flight simulator things because I looked up like a review on the Quest 3. And I'm like,
see?
Now it's all like flight simulator. Not all, but like there's a bunch that pop up. And I'm like, I watched one video.
Yeah, all my shit is Pokemon cards, The Wire, Cyberpunk, and Pokemon TCG Pocket.
Dude, they got you.
Got him down pat.
But and that's the point though of their algorithm that I don't like. It's too recent. Like you start getting into something and then they make it forget everything else you used to be into, and it's like, well, I still want that stuff too.
No, for me that was perfect what they do.
Oh yeah, you like that? You like to move on
now
to the next thing.
Now I don't get any fucking Destiny 2 content anymore.
Oh, that's
I get
good,
none of that shit. So I'm like,
fair
good.
enough.
Clean.
Just make sure you don't say it too many times.
No, it still pops up every now and then, and I just be like, not interested.
Nope.
And it's gone forever again. So it's just like, cool. You gotta worry about this shit.
I'll tell you what's a depressing thing you got to get out of if you're in it, which, you know, just for some people, other people love it. But like, you know, Reese's, if you look at hers, it's all murder stuff and YouTube commentary. And there was a time when I was like, you know, like I think if people get into EWU, or like any of those like Dr. Insanity dudes who go over like crime investigations and stuff like that. Ian, if you're not watching EWU, you gotta watch EWU. Hey, you'd love him.
How do you spell that?
EWU. EWU. But if you watch enough of those, then your whole YouTube page becomes fucking mom murdered by fucking two children. Dad murders his whole entire family, drives off a bridge, and it's like it's just murder right in your face, and it's like, oh god, you got to get out of that space. That's a bad space to be in.
Yeah, I'm convinced that that's the only reason keeping a lot of these households together is because the wife isn't complaining to the fucking husband some minute bullshit. Like there's no problem, so they create the problems. But with watching all this murder shit, all the problems are right fucking there in front of them to just watch and just gawk at all day.
100%.
So then you don't have to deal with some stupid shit.
That's true. Yeah.
Like, why is the salt 3 millimeters to the left of the pepper? Bitches, you measure that? What happened there? What are we talking about?
What's her name?
Wait, her name's Janet. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. That is so true, because there's been times where like me and Reese are watching those, and like it's kind of a little bit about what you're talking about there, but it's me and her both have the same mindset where it's just like I wouldn't ever like cross some of these lines and do some of these things that these people are doing, in the sense that like I would never underestimate the murder of you murdering me. Like if they can do it, you can do it. And although we both know we're not going to murder each other, we both got that line where we're like, you could murder me if I go too far, right? Like that's, look how crazy, you know, it's, but then you see that and you're like, that would be a bad idea. You would not want to do that.
Women just love and enjoy living in a constant state of fear for no reason.
That's also true. That's also true.
You could murder me at any second. Yeah, I could.
What?
Say something, babe?
Did you say something?
No? Okay. She's sitting there behind her phone, like watching the video.
Yeah.
He's a psychopath.
Fucking the pirate software drama. That shit pissed me off. That shit had me in a rage the other day.
They just pinned everything on him.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I'm mad that when I first got back on TikTok, some of the first, like one of the first 20 videos I saw was somebody who made a fucking like a shitty comedy slander video on him. It was somebody, I think I might have sent it. It's somebody playing Spider-Man in Marvel Rivals, and somebody in the team goes, run, and he runs all the way back to the spawn, and then the guy goes, Spider-Man, where you at? Use your ult. And then he uses his ult in front of spawn, and then the guy turns and he goes, look at my ult meter. What would you like me to do to save you? And I'm like, bro, you know that's not how the situation went. You know
that's not how it went down at all.
He's just too good of a person, so they had to find something to pin and fuck him up, and that's all that was.
Yeah.
And well, that's the thing. Like, he already admitted to making mistakes. Like,
that's not good enough for people these days.
Yeah, which is crazy.
You can admit that you're wrong and apologize, and like, but you still, and it's just like, what the fuck do you want?
It wasn't sincere enough.
Whatever.
Sincere enough, suck my dick and balls and cover this fart with it, bitch. Fuck out of here.
And I, you know, we talked about like it could go one of the other ways where like, you know, I was like, I said I was like, I don't think he goes back. I don't think he plays WoW ever again. And I don't remember, one of you said was like, he'll probably just make a guild and fuck him up. And that's what I said,
but it's complete opposite.
Yeah, he said,
like, nope, fuck that.
Like, I'm done. I'm not gonna do that shit again, because they made it unfun for him. That's what happened. He was like, all right, well, I was having fun. You guys made it fucking weird, because they're all weird. Soda Poppin' Chance is a fucking weirdo, and they're all weird. They're a bunch of furry weirdo pieces of shit, and they made it unfun for him. And Summit 1G, you're one of them. There you go.
My favorite thing is, you make us uncomfortable. How? Just make us uncomfortable. It's like,
well, no, they were all freaking out because it's a guild full of content creators, and Thor was saying that he was going to report any content creators that were directly actually like threatening him and like sending these hate raids to him. It had nothing to do with the people just commenting or like making content on it. It was all the people who were sending him death threats, sending his mods death threats, and all this other shit. I'm like, no, that's deserved.
Threatening to get him banned off the game. Like,
the worst thing I've seen was he's posting a bunch of the shit that was being whispered to him in WoW. This was like, I'm gonna jerk off to your dead corpse, and it's like, what? Whoa,
dude!
How did we even get there?
Game, guys, what the fuck?
That's fucking crazy.
Like, y'all niggas are weird, bro. Y'all really need to go outside.
Dude, that's Soda's, like, that's his fucking group. It's a bunch of people who are like, what do they call it?
Farmers.
No, well, that too, but
woke house.
It's something online. You're it's just a
phrase.
That too. All these things are accurate. It's just a phrase to say that they're online, like they're chronically online. They're chronically online. So that's his group of people. People who don't go out unless it is for some type of dumb bullshit content in which they all look weird and stupid in. That's his whole type of group. Imaru, all them fucking weirdos, the bald fucking smelly guy, all of them fucking weirdos. That one fat black guy that's with him that fucking screams and yells all the time and fucking yells at people and curses people out, and for some reason he's still with them all the time. Yeah, Tyler 1 too. Tyler 1's a fucking, they're all fucking weirdos. Everyone on his team is a bunch of fucking weirdos.
Hey, you can exclude Tyler 1. He
Why?
fucks. He has a daughter. He has a whole family. The rest of them don't.
Don't make him
What
not a
does that
weirdo.
have to do with anything?
Don't make him not a weirdo. He a weirdo. He definitely weird.
It's just weird because he's short.
I don't think that has anything to do with it either.
Has
Also,
everything to do with.
I can't help but to have hate on him. He's another one of them that was backing up the situation. Go fuck yourself, dude. I don't like you. I don't like you. I tweeted at Chance. I let him know. I was like, you live in California. I would never be able to be near you because you would never leave your house at all. But if I ever saw him, it is on site with his dumb ass. I'll get right in his fucking dumb, stupid
shekels.
little face.
I got 30 shekels.
How was that equivalent out to? Like, what is that?
You wouldn't do anything. 30 shekels.
But what does that equivalent out to? Like, 20 shekels isn't a currency.
I said 30, not 20.
30.
You trying to fucking short me? Jesus Christ, man.
I'm trying to
What
short
the
myself,
fuck?
apparently. No, I wouldn't put violence on this man. I would get right in his face and make him uncomfortable, and he would spurg out and fucking have a stroke right in the middle of the fucking floor because he can't handle confrontation, which is why he did that in the first place, because he's a little bitch who can't handle confrontation. He doesn't know how to handle anything from an actual perspective of when he's wrong. That's it. Him and his guild were wrong, and he didn't know how to handle it. And unfortunately, he has a bigger community, and he's a team with a bunch of other people who have big communities, all against Thor and his community. Wow, seems like you guys are really fair and totally not bullying somebody. Seems like you guys aren't being total keyboard warriors. So I think somebody should get in every single one of your faces and let you know how it feels to really be pressed.
All of that.
That's what they doing. That's what they do. It tap.
One shekel is equivalent to 148 USD.
Okay, I'll do it.
I will inflict violence.
You have a deal, good sir.
What's funny is this man just made a whole new. He just brought up the real currency, and I said shekels.
Shekels.
I didn't say schmeckles. I said
like
shekels.
Shekels.
The
Ian,
Israeli
numbers on
currency?
shekels.
It's just bullshit.
Ian, we'll be the judges of that. Ian.
Actually, a shekel is Israeli currency. It's worth
That's even worse.
How much is it worth?
28 cents to the dollar.
Fuck, I will not be
That's
doing
even
this.
worse.
That is unreal. You are lowballing me. Yeah, that's just some crazy drama, but I'm glad it's ending where, Thor's just like, just play a different game. I'll just do my own thing. And
yeah, and honestly, he doesn't need that shit
no,
to begin with. Like I get it, he was in the guild for a reason because there was, people he played with, and it was content creation. That's what it was started as. It was all just content creators. It wasn't clip farming. It wasn't all this other crazy shit.
Yeah.
But now it's just a bunch of drama and bullshit.
Because they love it.
Even their guild meetings aren't normal anymore. Like, if you've ever watched, because I remember we used to watch them way back when
he was first starting
soda popping.
He was starting to back up.
And it was actually pretty normal. Now it's like literally just nothing but drama every time.
That's what they love. They love the
Tyler
views. They
won
love the clicks.
Fucking head off. I've never liked that guy.
Same. He's a league player too, so there's no reason for me to like him anyway. I wouldn't watch his content.
It's
And
just the screaming.
I think
I
that
hate it.
something that good comes from this, but it's the part that to the actual core of the situation is what pisses me off. Is that I think that these are content creators that have shown themselves to be somebody that you really just shouldn't watch. Like, you can do whatever you want, but in my personal opinion, I think these are people that have shown themselves that it's like, they're not good people. They're not friendly people. They're not real people. They're fake. They're shitty people who, if they knew you, they would do the same thing to you, and their friends would do the same thing to them. It's pretty crazy. So that's why I unfollowed, and it's a frustrating thing where I get to the core of what makes me mad about it. It's a frustrating thing because there's just so many people who either refuse to see that or don't care to see it. And I'm like,
They don't care.
yeah,
They just want the drama.
yeah. And there's a lot of people who go, well, it's none of my business anyway. I'm like, right. But like,
And why are you here talking about it?
what do you mean?
I know the people who say they don't care.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like, then why are you here talking about it? Why are you involved with any of this shit?
Yeah. And that's the thing, yeah, because they'll be in it and they'll be like, and I'm like, but then, so it's just like, And then the problem is like they're being in it, and like you said, they're not caring. They're just like taking the side. I'm like, so you're making it worse because you're just taking the side of the content creator that you like to watch. I loved watching Soda Poppin'. I watch Soda Poppin' more than anybody here in this fucking channel. I love watching him. Reese makes fun of me all the time. I used to love watching him open Christmas gifts. His Christmas gift YouTube fucking stream. Still fucking love that shit. He hasn't done it in a long time. I used to watch him play WoW. He's one of my favorite WoW streamers and content creators of all time. I would never watch him again. Was. I would never watch him.
I just know him from what happened like literally 10 years ago when he had Mia Khalifa on the stream and everybody thought they were dating. That's the only reason I even know that dude's name.
That's right.
Other than that, I had no idea who that fucking dude was.
Yeah.
Just to see, I was like, oh damn, he got 20K people in the stream. Nice, cool, whatever. Bye.
All right, I'm out. Not much
I don't know
going
what's going on here. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but whatever.
Yeah, he doesn't really know how to make content out of what's outside of like what he likes to do now. So, which now recently is be a little bitch and fucking make drama that him and his guildies can fucking make money from. So
that's all they fucking do.
Yeah, that's really it. I just feel like people shouldn't support him as much anymore. But you can't ever really make that be a thing. It is what it is. And it's what makes that even more frustrating is because it's the catch-22. It's the flip side. It's like the fucking, yeah, but there's plenty of people who are stopping supporting Thor because they just think Soda Poppin's right. And I'm like, it's really unfair. And I didn't even realize that it was Soda who made that post saying that he was in fact the one who G-kicked him at first. I didn't even realize it was actually him. Thought it was just another one of the guildies. Nope. It was him himself.
Yep.
And he legit just could have been, he just didn't need to post that.
Yeah, no.
And just kicked him out. That's it. And all authorities would probably either said something about it or said nothing. That's it.
Yeah. He would have done exactly how he just did it on his stream. He would have been like, oh yeah, they kicked me. Why did they kick me? Here's what happened. And then he would have just moved on. But that's my point as well that I was tweeting at him. I was like, talk about the real issue, motherfucker. That's why you did it like that and threw some shade in the middle of your little post. Because you just have beef with him and you just don't like him. Like, say it for what the fuck it is, you pussy. Why, if you're already on keyboard warrior any mode, like you're never gonna see them, motherfucking dude. Just say you don't like him. Say it for what it is. Don't try to be like, oh, he makes people uncomfortable. Oh, this, that. Evidence is there.
Not what it was at all.
Exactly. The evidence is there. The receipts are there. Everything's in place. You're clearly wrong, and you try to make it about something else. You just don't like the dude. Fucking say it. Guys, let's talk about UFC 311. Let's talk about buttered sausage.
Let's talk about buttered sausage. Where does it come from? What does it do?
UFC 311 just passed in the Intuit Dome in California. The early prelims for 311 were actually pretty good. They were all decisions. Actually some tough fucking fights. Clayton Carpenter we had a lot of hope for, ended up not winning, but he was a fucking beast in there. Ricky Tercios is always a fan favorite from us. Didn't win in there either. He got beat the fuck up. Nakamura, everybody I was pulling for in the early prelims, they got beat the fuck up in decision fights. But it all led up to the headline of the early prelims with Eileen Perez and Carol Hossa. Pretty close fight. It was funny because leading up to it, Megan O'Leary's like, oh yeah, talking with Eileen Perez and this and that. And then when I asked her what she has planned, why she's so confident for this fight, she gave me a smirk and a side eye stare and was like, we've been practicing something. We're gonna do something like a little like we got something planned, and you didn't have anything yeah.
Pulls out a gun.
If you know what I'm saying, didn't do anything special, but did have a good fight and ended up pulling out the decision. And as Joe and DC alluded to, from the person you're going to, if you're going against Eileen Perez, the last thing you want is to see her shaking her ass because that means you lost the fight.
Indeed.
Yep.
Win-win for me.
Win-win for all of us.
Apparently her and Tracy Cortez have beef. I have no idea where it came from. I didn't care enough to stay to find out why, but apparently they have beef, and that's probably going to be the next fight, is both of them fighting each other.
Please stop. My penis can only get so erect.
Indeed.
Shouts out to Eileen Perez. I don't think she got interviewed. I don't remember if she did or not. I'm gonna say no because I don't remember her jumping into anybody's arms. So.
Oh, when she won?
Yeah.
Yeah, she got interviewed, threw some ass, and then did the what do you call it?
Twerk.
The press conference too.
Oh.
Oh, okay, yeah. Twerk.
Like, she don't do that after the interview.
Leading into the prelims, everything started going off with a bang. Grant Dawson, Diego Ferreira, they went to a decision, but Grant Dawson beat the fuck out of Diego Ferreira, and then he bullied him on the ground so bad. It didn't get any bonuses, and it probably didn't deserve any, but that was a bullying, that fight.
He was there to prove a point.
Yeah, no
Don't
shit.
forget my fucking name.
100%. Well, I'll tell you what, it worked, my friend. It worked. Grant Dawson putting on a dominant fight. There was I don't think it was getting boos by this point, because yeah. So I think this is, around this time, this fight, there was a lot of boos for wrestling, but not when Grant Dawson was wrestling Diego, because he was like, Diego was
actually doing something.
Well, it also ended up in a lot of like fucking like crazy scrambles, and Dawson was going for like leg locks in it, which is, very notoriously a good way to lose position.
That. Sorry, there's a song called Leg Lock. I forgot. I haven't had it in my playlist for a long ass time.
Wow.
Like, Grant's also 10 years younger than him, so
he's younger.
Kind of have the edge there.
I guess so. Yeah.
Ferreira's 40.
Jesus. Yeah, he did look 40. I think in this picture right here, you don't look 40, but he looked 40 last night. Bogdan Guskov versus Billy.
Did you just cast a spell?
Oh.
Oh, I didn't mean to. I just read his name. Is that his?
Why?
Oh no,
Don't
I read it backwards.
again.
I read it.
You can't say his name backwards. Kills people.
Yeah, that guy got in there like a fucking murderer. He beat the shit out of Billy, and then like Darnell was saying, he was like, "Just take the free sub. Just take the free sub." And then it's funny to see him just like, "Oh, like this."
Yeah, he just slowly got underneath and,
Wow, Billy just
Put a
sat
little
there like
pressure.
this. He was like,
Take
"Come on,
it.
just do it already. Come on."
Billy came to and was like, "Oh my god, I'm getting mugged. Yes, just take my wallet, sir. Just take it." Oh shit. Yeah, what a fucking psychopath, Guskov. Number 13 at the light heavyweight. Yeah, he'll be a problem when he gets up there in the higher ranks. He will be a fucking issue. Unfortunately, if you guys watch this podcast, you may know my girlfriend Reese, and I mean, she got knocked the fuck out last night. She got beat the fuck up as Matt Bekov beat the fuck out of him.
Zachary Reese.
Zach Reese died last night.
Zachary's did die last night. That was bad.
That was great.
All through the guard too, which is, they're pointing out it's incredible for people to. It's true. It is hard to throw heavy punches when you're in somebody's guard. It's not the easiest thing to fucking do. It seems easy because you watch these fighters do it all the time. It is not easy to get the proper aim and torque to knock somebody out. So when they do it, that's why they point it out. Like when people, like when Mark Coleman would do it, and fucking, I'm trying to think of somebody else who was like a beast in the guard like that. Tito Ortiz, like when they would do it, it was like really impressive.
Kevin Holland to Jacare.
There you go.
He just had his leg. He's just like, nope. Fucking knocked his ass out. P-bet. P-bet.
That sequence of fighting is like him actually fighting an alligator, which is funny because it's Jacare's nickname, but it looks like that's how he would fight an actual alligator, just like wrapped up and just
start beating the shit out of it.
Get away. And unfortunately, the Talbot boys, you guys took your first loss. Rough. Hate to see it. Can I tell you how much I just don't like the way Barcelos looks? I just don't like him. There's something about him. I don't like him.
38.
Yeah. He looks too angry and tough for being his size. He looks like he's giving me a dirty look right now as I'm staring at his photo. And something I also didn't like about it is if you notice, hey, listen, I don't give a fuck who you are. Barcelos, your eyes look fucked up. Like, it looks like he's got crooked eyes. And so when Peyton was hitting him, I'd be like, oh, Peyton rocking him. I'm like, oh, wait, no, he just looked
His
like
eyes
that.
just fucked up.
So it was very hard for me to tell what was going on with his face. I couldn't read him. And then I was just getting mad at how durable he was. Like, you just get mad at these dudes who are taking shots and not, having any reaction. You're like, dude, who is this guy?
And well, every time he got rocked pretty badly, he just instantly went for a takedown. I mean, he won via takedowns.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
But
fuck that guy. Beating up on a pretty boy like Peyton like that. How dare you? How dare you,
he
sir?
cut his hair.
yeah.
He didn't have the Zen in his foreskin this fight. That's why he lost.
Oh, what an idiot.
You fool.
Oh my god.
How can you forget the Zen in the foreskin?
Reported.
Reported. Clearly through the match.
The biggest disappointment of the night was Kevin Holland. That shit was fucking like, bro, what are you doing? What are you on right now? What the fuck you doing? Oh, I just like to go in there and have fun. Hey man, listen, that's great and all. Let's see some dubs. Let's see some fucking dubs. Stop talking in there. Get a fucking dub. And I saw that clip of him talking shit to Rampage, and now I'm like, hey Kevin, why don't you shut the fuck up? Why don't you shut the before Rampage comes across that table and beats the fuck out of you? How about that?
I forgot whose interview it was, but he was talking about like not really caring about the belt and shit. He's like, I'd rather just be that fighter you can depend on. Like, you can give me a call at any time and I'm going to take that fight. I'd rather be that fighter than get all the way up to the top and
I guess
get dried out and shit. I mean, that's how I fucking work in real life. I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck about any promotions or anything, bro. I just want to work and go home. Leave me. That's it.
I get it. I get
that.
And I get it.
Yeah, but this is a sport.
Fair.
Yeah, even in the sport, I just be like, bro, I'm cool. As long as I'm making good money.
Fair enough. But he'll have to understand that from a fan's perspective, and you are in a sport where you have fans that follow you specifically because you win, it becomes a little bit more frustrating. So that's great that you're there and all, but then you start becoming, you're there to lose. And it's a sport where winning keeps you around, not losing. So it's great if you want to be that and all. That is admirable, but that's not something that's going to have you in longevity. And that's not something that's going to help you in popularity in your career. The more losses you rack up, I mean, look at all these fighters that are like, especially the older ones who have all these losses. Like, do you give a fuck about any of them? No, they've racked up all their losses and fucking lost all their credibility and just disappeared.
What about Clay Guida?
Yeah.
He's still doing it.
That's who I'm talking about.
Well, he didn't retire. He's out of the UFC, though.
No,
he is?
His contract done?
Yep.
Good. No re-signing.
Yeah, please.
And I'll give the credit to fucking Ritter over here. That guy he is fucking up Kevin Holland. He was really good. So I'm excited to see him, if anything. But again, Kevin Holland, this ain't WWE. I don't need you to go in there and put over fucking Day Ritter. I need you to go in there and try to win the fucking fight. That's what I want. So, to that credit, that's great if he wants that and all, but I don't want to see him fight. Like, I don't want to see that. I'm not interested in your fights if all you're doing is showing up to just show up. Show up to fucking win, dude. Like everybody else on the card. I wish Rampage would have bitch slapped you. I wish Rampage would have fucking just bitch slapped you right there. Put you in your place.
Well, I mean, Rampage is still like twice his fucking size. So really wouldn't have been much of a fight.
Well, 4 fights ago, I would have been like, Rampage better watch his mouth. Kevin Holland will beat his ass. But now I'm like,
that
Kevin
one
Holland,
fight he won.
Yeah, recently. Or fucking
3 fights ago.
Yeah. Insane. It's whatever. No big deal. Again, it sounds like I like Kevin Holland, but it's just with all those points it's frustrating. And again, that's not just me. That's how the business is going to look at it after a while too. If he takes enough losses, they're going to be like,
well, he shows up, but he just does a lackluster because it wasn't that great of a fight either.
No. And you got to remember, again, that's loss number 4 out of 5. So now if he loses his next fight, now he's on 5. You're on par with BJ and Tony. And if you lose number 6, you're on par to get cut. You're on 5, you should be on par to be cut. And on 6, bro, like, why you should be happy you're on any type of prelim at that point. So we'll see.
Get open the main card. Huh.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Jaltain Almeida gets a knockout. Whatever, bro. Whatever. You couldn't even fucking figure out where you were. You didn't even fucking know where you were. And then you're also talking about light heavyweights for some reason. He was like, the lighter guy's coming up really good. And everybody's like, so you messed up the location.
He goes up and down on both weight classes.
Okay. All right.
Because I think he started out at light heavyweight,
I was
and then
also
he
confused
went
about
heavyweight.
that.
Yeah, so he's just one of those dudes who constantly going back and forth. He's just taking whichever fight he's gonna get. He's like, whatever it's these two, whatever.
Yeah. He's not even ranked yet. So you got to get that ranked by that name, baby boy. Yet. Well, one great thing, the best thing that happened from last night's card was Jamal Hill getting fucking TKO'd.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. Let's give the credit where it can be due. He stayed in there for fucking, 3 rounds with Yuri. I mean, he tried. He definitely tried. And I'm sure he's going to say some shit like, oh, I was hitting him. Yeah, everybody hits Yuri. Everybody hits him. That's like part of Yuri's style. So congratulations. You hit the guy who gets hit. Like, congrats. You know what else you got? Knocked the fuck out. You got dropped like 7 times in the fight. And then you got mad TKO, dude. TKO'd.
Ref called it early this time.
Yep.
Second time.
That's it, man. I'm done, dude. I'm so tired of the refs fucking up my fight. Yeah, Jamal, you
and your dumb thumb tattoos.
Jamal, buddy, here's a tip for you. I hope you watch our episode. You just accept the loss. Just get on Twitter, say, man, great fight. Thank you, Yuri. Thank you, everybody. On to the next one.
Running it back for a third time.
Fucking this guy, dude, I guarantee he's gonna get on there and say some fucking dumb shit. If he hasn't already, yeah, I'm sure he's going to. And you can only hope not, because it's like, bro, in 4K, man, in 4K in the Intuit Dome, you got beat up. All right, Merab Dvalishvili versus Umar Nurmagomedov. Get fucked, Khabib. Get fucked. Brother, let me tell you something. You come over here, you have best wrestler. Oh, is that true? Is that so? Is that so? Because I don't think that's actually true. I think you guys bully people who aren't wrestlers, and you guys think you're the fucking best wrestlers in the fucking world. Because every time you go up against an actual wrestler, doesn't always go the best way. Hey, Khabib, you remember that fight that you put down against Ayala Quinta, where Ayala Quinta almost fucked your bitch ass up because you thought you could out wrestle Ayala Quinta, and Ayala Quinta was like, I'm a fucking beast from Jersey. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, kid. And he put on a fucking 3-round banger with you, and you almost lost that title on a short notice Ayala Quinta. These motherfuckers, bro, I'm telling you, they're bullies. That's who they are. They're bullies. Brother, what are they going to do? Ask me, brother, why don't you come wrestle? I'm like, yeah, dude, I don't wrestle. What do you want to do? Beat me up in wrestling? Yeah, that's all you guys do. You're nothing. You're nobodies. Go back to Dagestan where you're fucking popular, bro.
So anyways, I started blasting.
Merab hits a incredible amount of fucking takedown attempts and connects on most of them. Let me see. No, I want the whole fight overview. Why are you saying 0 out of 0 takedowns? Why you say that on the full fight? That's what you're gonna tell me right now? Wow, UFC. Genuinely,
I don't know that that's correct.
Fix your fucking page. It says that Umar got the only takedown for the entire fight, 1 out of 100%. What the fuck?
I could have swore he got more than one.
Who?
Nurmagomedov.
No, Merab.
No, yeah, but I could have swore they both took each other down.
I mean, they definitely
twice.
It's UFC's website. It's not perfect. It's dog shit.
It's bad. That's crazy. Wow. Well, guys, I'd love to give you the actual statistic, but UFC doesn't care about their statistics, obviously. So, wow, what a terrible sport. What an awfully run sport by a horribly ugly bald man. What a fucking piece of shit. No offense, Ian. He gives you guys a bad name, he really does. Like I was trying to say, you got the takedowns.
Merab got 7 out of 30
nice
of his attempts, and Umar got 12 out of 15.
Wow,
or 2 out of 15.
Oh, I was gonna say what? No.
Yeah, fucking sorry.
That sounds a little too high there, buddy. I distinctly remember him getting stuffed a lot.
A lot.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's
Brain fart.
it was beautiful to see. I like fucking we all caught up like that moment when Umar took forever to get up and we were all like, "Whoa, Khabib's so mad at you right now.
You are going to be running laps for days on
gonna
end.
break
6
your
months of
computer."
hell.
Yeah.
President, no more video games.
I tell you, okay? No more. Okay. Well, I don't think that's gonna help me win because that guy beat the shit out of me.
Because his gas tank was way better than mine.
Merab needs to be studied in a lab. That's crazy. The things he does, his pace, his pressure, it's fucking insane. Round 5, 2 minutes left. He's still bouncing on his toes. That was the only time in the fight his coach, his team had to yell at him to say, "Keep bouncing, stay bouncing." And he was like, "All right, my bad. Forgot for a second. Not even tired. I just forgot."
Slipped my mind. I'm winning.
Yeah. I feel bad for whoever's next for Merab. Go ahead.
I was gonna say you pulled a pretty ballsy move last night too. To me and Ian, you left with 45 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, yeah.
That's a time period where anything can happen.
Oh, but it
And
went
you
fine.
left. Yeah, it went fine, but if it didn't, oh boy.
Well, as soon as you walked away, they started to stand and bang for a second.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's when I was like, oh, you shouldn't have walked away.
I knew what was gonna happen. It was gonna be fine. I would have been pissed if I would have heard from my headset from over there. Oh, like, oh no!
You could only hope that it would have been Merab knocking out fucking Umar.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I didn't think Umar stood a chance to do anything in that moment.
I feel like he had the hands for it, but they were just too focused on takedowns, so he didn't throw anything crazy.
Which again,
And that was the problem.
there goes their retardation. Like, why? Why? If you know you can strike better than him, why not try it? You're clearly not winning on the ground.
Also, there was a moment where Khabib in the corner gave up on him. They're yelling at him.
Yeah, he just looked away and started having a different conversation.
Yeah, they all did a little fucking keep doing what you're doing, bro.
So anyway, we got our golden boy. He's
So we're
fighting
kicking
next
him out,
too.
right?
So
They're already working on Islam's fucking strategy. They're like, hey, fuck this guy, right? They're like, Khabib, isn't that your cousin? And he's like,
Not anymore.
Shit. Yeah, Islam wins again. Alhamdulillah, and all that.
bro snapped down on him like a fucking cobra. That shit was scary.
Yeah, he got him real good. Renato Moicano, can I just tell you how much of a continued disappointment you have been in the entire time I've seen you in this UFC? I continue to fucking hate you. That's all I'm gonna say. I've hated you.
He was supposed to fight what, Dariush?
Yeah.
And I would have hated that too.
Luckily, Benny, they were like, hey, we're going to take care of you. Bro got a win bonus and the appearance bonus.
Nice. Wow.
For showing up to fight. And I was just like, all right, cool.
Oh, yeah.
Bro did a training camp for like probably 80K.
Nice. That's pretty good. Shouts out Benny. Like, Renato... It's been well documented. I fucking hate that guy. He's just a piece of shit who has barely won his last few fights. He got a TKO in I think his last fight, and it's like, yeah, cool, bro. You've done nothing but wrestle fuck people who you talk shit to that you said you were gonna beat up. You couldn't beat them up, so you wrestle fuck them. Then you talked mad shit after the fight, talking about how you're better than everybody, and this is what you get. Now we see how good you really are at the top, and you're not. That's the answer. You're not. You're not him. You're not the guy you brag to be. But we all know that. We all know you're a fucking fake. You're a facade. You're just doing this so that way people will pay attention to you. It's fake.
Great big phony.
100%. Bye. Back to the end of the line with you too. Bye-bye.
Yeah, he got his moment in the sun.
Yeah, it's actually under the sun because he was
35.
under Islam, and Islam was just choking.
He was choking the life out of him.
Yeah.
He's 35, so he doesn't have much.
He had a good streak on before he took this fight.
Yeah, he did have a good streak going, and a lot of those fights he won by decision because he's a fucking pussy.
Nah, sub decision on Dober. Jalen Turner's a fucking dumbass. Tried to walk off KO and got knocked out in the process.
Yeah, I remember that.
And
that is
then
on
he
Jalen Turner.
destroyed Saint Denis's face. That caused a doctor stoppage,
Yeah, that
which
was
is
annoying.
hilarious. It's like, damn, the bro who chokes people gotta win because he elbowed the fuck out of you.
And now he got choked out. Done. You ain't that good at choking people out, my guy. Not Islam's level. Not him. You ain't him. What a bummer. What a bummer overall for me on that one. Because, like I was saying, as much as I don't like him, I was rooting for him to fight because I would prefer him to be champion over Islam. Didn't work out.
Yeah, but you know he would have lost his belt almost instantly.
Maybe. Probably. Definitely in the rematch, if anything. Well, that's the coverage for UFC 311. Intuit Dome. Man, they were loving that Intuit Dome. Fucking, they loved it so much.
It is neat.
They were loving it so much. They were like when we called out that part where they were just like, guys, if you couldn't see, like when we're in here, they're showing clips on the thing, and we're like, yeah, we're
there's cameras, we can see.
We can see it, guys. Because I'm just letting you guys know it's crazy in here.
John Anik, he's just like, I need to tell somebody about this. It's crazy.
They were having a good time. Well, that's it. We're done here. We're finished. Did our job. We did our obligation. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. Please hang out with us on the next one. There's no UFC for, looks like 2 to 3 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
February 1st.
Yeah. So stay tuned for what we talk about after that one. That one's going to be good because that is the return of Adesanya, and we will find out if it's even worth him being back at all.
A boy can only dream.
Yeah. But that February 1st card will be great. But why is there so many? Oh, they're in Saudi Arabia. Okay. I was like, wait, why are there so many Russians again? What's happening?
Why is it starting at 12?
Oh, man, fuck.
Main card starts at 12. Early, or the prelims start at 9.
When I knock people out, they don't fucking move.
Okay, I need to call off for that.
Who the fuck
All right.
is this guy?
I gotta make sure I put that notice in. All right, guys, make sure you do the same. Make sure you call off work, and we'll see you guys bright and
Make sure
early
to catch that fight night.
for Saudi Arabia fight night. All right, everybody.
Welcome to Throwing Hands.
Peace.
Peace.